Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So for today's video we're going to talk about gerunds and infinitives. So let's talk about it. Okay guys, so as I said, let's talk about gerunds versus infinitives, okay? So first of all, what are they? Okay, so a gerund is conformed by a verb plus the termination ing, okay, and acts like a noun, as here says. For example, swimming is a gerund. Swimming is fun. I enjoy reading, okay? What about an infinitive? What is an infinitive? An infinitive is conformed by the preposition to plus the base verb, okay? Also acts like a noun, sometimes shows purpose. This is very important, okay? So, for example, to swim is fun. I want to read, okay? So, let's first talk about gerunds. The verb plus the termination ing, okay? We use gerunds as subjects. Running helps you relax. Studying is important, okay? After prepositions, always use gerund after prepositions, okay? I'm good at drawing. She is interested in learning languages, okay? Thank you for helping me, okay? 3. After certain verbs. Common verbs plus gerund, okay? And these certain verbs are enjoy, avoid, finish, consider, suggest, keep, mind, miss, and practice, okay? Let's check out some examples. I enjoy watching movies. She avoids talking to him. They finished doing homework. Okay? So you have to memorize these. Okay, so now infinitives. To, the preposition to plus the verb. Okay? We use infinitives after certain verbs. Want, need, decide, plan, hope, learn, try, agree, and promise. Okay, some examples. I want to travel. Okay. Oh, she decided to study linguistics. Okay. They plan to open a restaurant. Another function of infinitives is to express purpose. Okay, this is very important. I study to pass the exam. She works to earn money. After adjectives, I'm happy to help. Okay, it's difficult to understand. She is ready to leave. Okay, so verbs that change meaning. Some verbs can take both, but meaning changes. Okay, this is very important. For example, the verb stop. I stopped smoking means I quit smoking. I don't smoke anymore. I quit smoking because it's dangerous, is unhealthy. Okay, but I stopped to smoke means that I paused another activity. I don't know, I was maybe reading a book and I stopped reading the book in order to smoke. I stopped reading the book to smoke. Okay? Remember, I remember locking the door. That is a memory of the past. That means that you just remembered locking the door. You did lock the door, and now you are remembering that you did that you locked the door. But remember to lock the door. That means, please, when you get home after you cross the door, do that action. remember, lock the door. Okay, that is a difference. The first one indicates remembering, like having the thought of an action in the past, and the second one, when with the infinitive, means that you have to do that activity. Okay, hopefully that's clear. Try. Okay, try studying more. That implies an experiment. Okay, so for example, try, if you want to lose weight, try eating less. Okay, that is an experiment. That is something you may wanna do in order to see if it works or it doesn't, right? It's experiment, trying, okay? But try to study more, okay? This means make an effort. I mean, I'm telling you to be conscious about your low grades, and be more responsible, and please try to study more. Make the effort to try more, to try studying more. Okay. The next one, forget, which is very similar to remember. Okay. The first one, I forgot calling her. That means that you forgot that you did this. You forgot that you called her. Okay. But the second one with the infinitive, I forgot to call her. That means that you didn't call her at all. The first one means that you did do it, but you forgot that you have done it. But the second one means that you didn't do it at all because you forgot it. You forgot to do that. Okay? Okay, so verbs that use both, same meaning. Some verbs accept both forms. For example, begin, start, like, love, hate, prefer. Examples, I like reading, I like to read. Okay, but small difference, gerund is a general preference, and infinitive is more specific. For example, I like reading. That is very general, right? That means that I like reading anything or everything. But if I say I like to read novels, I am being specific, okay? Object plus infinitive, okay? Pay attention to the structure. Verb plus object plus the preposition to plus the verb. Examples, I want you to learn. She told me to wait. They asked him to help. This is in order to make commands. For example, if I said, I want you to close the door, that is a command, okay? So, common mistakes that we have to try to avoid. I enjoy to read. That is a mistake. I enjoy reading. Okay. She's just that. She suggested to go. She suggested going. I want going. I want to go. Okay. That is it. So a quick summary before we finish this lesson. Subject, the usage. Okay. Subject, both gerunds and infinitives work as subjects. Okay. There's no difference in that. However, after prepositions, only gerunds are allowed, so be careful with that. After certain verbs, yes, we have some gerunds that can only be used after enjoy, for example, and infinitives after want, right? Purpose, no. Gerunds don't have the function of expressing purposes. However, infinitives do, okay? After adjectives, we don't use gerunds, we use infinitives, okay? That was it, guys. Thank you so much for watching this video. Hope you learned the correct usage of gerunds and infinitives. So keep on practicing and see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.